Do roll call. Matt Bass.
Here.
Kevin Bishop.
Present.
Rick Carroll. Ian Heaven. Don Mitchell. Joe Kyman.
Here.
Tracy Martin.
Here.
Mike Mueller.
Yep.
Brenda O'Brien.
Present.
Brenda Schulte.
Here.
Kenneth Schulte. Mike Wood. Jessica Zumwalt. Okay. Process to remain by Howard. I nominate Kevin Bishop as chairman.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wednesdays, I want to say no.
You're all done. All right. Guys, have a good meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
I have to give
okay.
an update.
Update on, yeah, I was gonna say, give us an update on our financial status.
So, and I got some treasurer's reports here, if people haven't seen them. You pass them all in. I mean, the county's in better than decent shape than a lot of counties across the state. And our gas tax is up for the year so far, and our sales tax is down just 1.2% total through all of our revenues
For
for the year up still.
for the annual year.
And the gas tax is up 10.7.
Okay. And the gas tax, is it still going up in increments?
This is the last.
This is the last one.
It's done.
It's done now.
So it's kind of capped out.
Yeah.
All right, so what I've given you is basically the schedule we've used in the past. It shows our basis for each office, and then the rates of increase are broken out. Those figures are based off just the base amount times the percentage. It's not gonna be done on an individual year basis where we would take, that percentage times that. So this is what we used in the past. It seems to be the easiest way to do it, determine it. I think in 2023, we had voted for the 8% increase above the previous schedule in 21. So I kind of broke them up in half increments this time, just to, just to get a little bit more look as to what we could have settle upon. So I'll leave it all to you for discussion.
Looking back from 2011 on, it looks like every other year it's always been 8%, never went below or above that. So I went all the way back to the rest of the last record we had, 2011.
Yeah, and if you look at it, basically, we can't take a raise for 4 years, so it works out to be a 4% increase for each year when we assume our new elected office. I'm gonna be neutral on this. Since I'm chairing it, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I just have a feeling we need to kind of maybe slow down a little bit.
Well, I mean, so I've looked, and depending on what we do this year, I mean, we're gonna give our employees that same 4% every year that, I mean, averages out. And we give 6, we give 3, we give 3, we give 4. I mean, so averaging out, we're keeping up with our employees.
Well, that was one of the reasons why we didn't go with COLAs, because
Yes.
if we did a COLA, we would have to give every employee the same rate of increase that we would receive. And sometimes financially, it would not be suitable for some departments to have that increase across the board. So that's probably why we've gone a different direction. So, floor is open, discussion. I mean, like Kenny
Can I
said.
say something, Kevin?
Sure.
If you take 8% of 83,000, that's a big number. I don't know how many employees you'd have that make 82,000. That's what you gotta take in consideration. That's a big number.
Yeah, I mean, it is a big number. And there
It's
are
gonna put you
some.
close to $90,000. And you throw in benefits on top of that, which I know you don't count, but that is a cost to taxpayers.
It's something that should be stated.
That's my input. That's a lot of money. I don't know if the county can afford that. I looked at some other second-class counties, there are 2, and we are right now, we're paying more than Newton and Callaway County in most cases.
And we're bigger than both of those counties.
Assessed value right there with Newton.
Yeah, Newton's pretty close to us.
And if you look at the class 4 counties, which act as a class 2 county,
I don't know anything about those.
well, I mean, they're
They're-
Johnson.
They were given their own classification back in the 80s or so because they were teetering between second and third.
So they got moved up and then they became their own classification, but in
The
all
reason-
real and purposes, they're second class
The
county.
reason why they did that was the funding mechanism, because in the past, when you went to second class, the collection ratio was changed from 1% collection rate to 0.5% collection rate for the assessor's office and some other dynamics there too. So they made it to where it's stick with 1% collection. So they basically formed their own classification. There's been talk that they may dissolve that and just go revert to just a regular second class, but that's up to their commissions and their counties. So,
Well, just as a taxpayer, that's 6 figures it's gonna cost you. That's, can we afford that? That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, my budget alone, over 50% of my budget goes to employees. That includes benefits and salaries. And I'm pretty sure that's, everybody's budget is the same.
So his budget's a little different. So the county, our budget's right at around 30%. Sheriff's budget's right around 60%. But they also have the most employees, they have 100 something. The county's budget for employees is right around 30-something%, 31, 32%.
Does that include the road and bridge too?
Road and bridge is on its
Because
own.
they have their own sales tax mechanism too.
Well,
I
how'd you
think
bring-
the last time I checked, I think they're right at between 30 and 42 when they're right in there.
how'd you bring that up? The sheriff's department has been underfunded for years. I know not all of you can chip in for that, but as a citizen, you say I'm paying people $100,000, and my sheriff's deputies are making 45, 50.
They're all making doing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
They're making more than that.
but you're having a hard time keeping them, is that not true?
Well, yeah, because unfortunately, your competition around here pays more.
Competition's what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, they're under no delusions when they get hired to know what salary is.
And neither are you guys.
No,
When you
neither are we.
run for this office.
So we know what we're gonna get paid. So the unfortunate thing is they get a little bit of experience here, and then they move on to another county and they get more money. So basically, we're kinda like a training program for a lot of these officers, which is sad because we do lose a lot of officers. But that's, I mean, I have to run my office, I can't run his. So,
I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah.
as a taxpayer, we look at it as a
Oh,
county,
sure.
as a county.
you pay us, and it's all divvied up to everybody around. So we wanna be financially prudent with whatever we do. Laura, I'm not gonna do all the talking. That's all I ever do is shut, I'm shutting up. Thanks, Mike.
I mean, but like Kevin says, I mean, we come in, we get this, but we don't get another raise for another 4 years. I mean, we stay at that salary while all of our employees are getting 3, 4, and some of our employees, by the time we hit that last year, are almost making the exact same amount of us, and they don't have to have the bonds, they don't have to, run an election, they don't have to, be the face of the one, they don't have to take the brunt of anything that comes down. I mean, all of our department heads or most of our department heads are gonna make just as much as us if we don't give ourselves a raise.
Well, just to give you some numbers, I didn't present them here, but I have presented them in the past. So basically, the last schedule that was approved by statute was 1995. The cap for our office at our rate of assessed value was $49,000. So the salary commissions have been formed across the state to form their own salaries. But what I did, I ran the number that base $49,000, and I ran it forward 2% every year. And we're right about in line where that would be if we ran 2% per year increase, if we got an annual raise. But we can't assume an annual raise unless we do a COLA raise, which we have not done in the past. Some counties do, we chose not to. Because the first one I remember attending was 2011. We were going through a recession, we were cinching our belts, nobody got raises across the board anywhere. We were being as conservative as we could possibly be, and it worked out good. Dan had an iron fist and said, no more spending unless you needed it, rather than what you wanted. So there may come a time, which I'm sure you're concerned about, where we have another recession and our funds dry up. And then what happens then? But we take a decrease in pay? I don't know how that statute works. I'm assuming we probably could make a sacrifice on our own to do that. I'm not sure, I don't know. But there's always that hypothetical that could happen. But running the numbers forward from 95, we're about where we should be, and that would be for every, now, of course, your assessed valuation in some of those counties is gonna go up too, so they stair step based on A and B. So the highest AV on the statute is 450 million. We're at 1.2 billion. So they've never, ever increased that. Now, MAC tried to present something last year to basically set a new schedule based on valuation and a growth factor, and it never went anywhere, because obviously it's legislation just said, no, you're not gonna give you something. So there's been attempts to try to get something done. It just never gets anywhere with certain legislation, because something gets to be a hot button issue and everything just falls by the wayside. Politics 101. So, I mean, I see your issue, because we're getting to the point now where we're gonna get, it's getting a little, we're kind of at a, I'd say an acme at the top of where we should be echelon, because there's some counties that probably don't make as much as we do. And they are higher classification. I don't know. I don't have the numbers for Jefferson County, St. Charles County. I don't have their numbers. But I'm assuming they make about what we make or more. I don't know. The sheriff's is based on statute now, right?
Sure.
And the prosecuting attorney is based on statute now.
So that's not covered by this.
No, there's a statute.
Well, they're about state statute, they,
What is it, 80% of what a judge makes, is that what it is, something like that?
It's a percentage of the judge's salary.
then the PA is, the exact as an associate, and then, sheriff is either 70 or 80% of what an associate makes.
And that hurt a lot of counties in some spots, because smaller counties, that was a tough bill for them to swallow.
And an associate judge is making 160 something thousand, so
Well, the sheriff's making 130 something here.
No, 32.
132 now.
I think it's, yeah, it's at.
That just happened about a year ago.
70%. And he didn't take it until he got reelected.
He made the rest of the much, he made just made as
I
much
think
as
it
somebody
could have
else
been,
did.
it could have been effective immediately upon
A lot of
launch.
sheriffs took it immediately.
Yeah, but really by constitution, you're supposed to take it at your next elected office, so your next term. That's why we can't take raises in between our terms.
Right, I understand.
It's constitutional, we're bound to, not until you're reelected. So, again,
Let's talk about slowing it down a little bit then. Let's,
so, okay, just to give you an idea, right now, you guys are sitting at 77 something right now. If we did nothing at all, you'd go up to 83 and whatever the schedule is for the 25 days, because we have alternate election cycles. So that would be an 8% increase right there, based off what we settled at 23. So my personal feeling is we should be around the 5 or 6 range. That's where I'm. That's just my belief. That puts us just right below 80, right below 90, which to me I think is going to be a good cap for us for some time.
Anybody else have anything they want to add?
I think you should,
I mean, that's the core group, and unfortunately, the county commission is different. The public administrator is a little bit different. The county court, they have their own set of schedules that we've upgraded from when they were statutory forward. They had lower rates.
What
That was
percentage
the
are
big-
you saying, 5%?
Anywhere from 5 to 6. So right now, that would put the commission at 6%, at 58, 730 basically, and put the bulk of the other officials at 88, 829. The public administrator is a little bit higher because they had a statutory change on their schedule back in the 90s or so, early 2000s, that set a base, and theirs is 89, 588. The coroner would be 44, 860. If we went to the 8% increase, we're getting above 90. And I'm just,
I mean, the cost of living increase is more than 2% every year.
I mean, that's the thing too.
I mean, and we, depending on what we get, in the last 3 years, we've given our employees a 12% pay increase. So we're gonna give ourselves less than that.
That's really just to keep people, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
yeah, it's,
the cost of inflation.
yeah.
Well,
But what I'm saying
through the
is,
roof the
I
last 2
mean,
years.
whoever takes this job after me, I mean, it's a big job, I mean.
the bad thing is you can go deliver pizzas and get paid $20 an hour. And my starting staff makes 17 an hour. And you can't, I mean, where's the comparison to that? I'm driving a car around delivering pizzas, I'm $20 an hour plus tips, and I have staff that has to get their asses chewed out on a not so daily basis sometimes, you know, they can set, and of course, they have benefits too. I mean, your own benefit package is about $3 an hour, that's what it works out to. And I tell them that, so look, this is part of your salary, this is a benefit to you to have that. So, and not everybody takes it though, because maybe their spouse has better insurance coverage and they don't necessarily need hours.
So, well, let me see if I got this right. You're saying that
You want this, here's a schedule right here, I'll show you what the schedule. Here's-
some of these folks are scheduled for next term, to go from 83,000.
So right now, if we voted for no increase at all, we say flat. Kenny, her, Tracy, the commissioner, Joe would go up to the schedule that's at the 25 base.
Because we already voted on that 4 years.
Yeah, we voted on it 2 years.
Or 2 years.
That was 8%, right?
Yes.
2 years ago.
So everybody had 6% to that basically.
So basically, your overall increase is gonna add up to 14% from the time you take office after 4 years.
To spread over 4 years. Okay.
If you
That's-
get reelected.
That's, if you get reelected too.
If
So-
you- yeah.
But whoever assumes the office will get the new salary. If somebody's resigning or retiring, they'll be reelected. And unfortunately, in the world today, stuff has gone up. Groceries are higher, gas is higher. I don't want to sound like a big bitter pill, but I worked here 10 years before I ever got a raise as a recession. So I got in at the time during the recession. So I made the same amount for 10 years, but I didn't bitch about it. It is what it is. I signed up for it, that's what it is. Then fortunately, we got more solvent. Revenue's coming good, so we stair stepped a little bit there, so we did do that. I'd say we're pretty solvent right now. Some departments may not be as others, but that's, can that be cured? I don't know. Not my office. My office is solvent.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I understand that you have.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to keep
if I'm
anything
like, if
from
I'm
making
running on a penny every year in a budget, then no, I'm not gonna take more money myself. I would just basically say, look, I can live with what I have. But we are lucky that we are collecting enough revenue to keep us floating good. I think so. You guys can probably confirm more because you deal with the money more than I do. I don't see the money. That's your guys. Obviously, the treasury report says so. I mean, there's nothing negative on there that I see, except one, and I'm not gonna say who, so that was just my opinion. I'm done. I'm done talking to everybody else. Just shutting up. My personal preference is 6%. I can't make a motion. I'm the chairman.
Tracy, Rick?
I'll make a motion.
What's your motion?
For what?
6%.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call. Matt Bass.
Yes.
Ted Bishop.
Yes.
Rick Carroll. Ken Even. John Mitchell. Bill Carmen.
Yes.
Tracy Martin.
Yes.
Mike Miller.
Yes.
Frank O'Brien.
Yes.
Ben Schulte.
Yes.
Benny Schulte, yes. Mike Wood. Jessica Zuma. Okay.
All right.
6%.
That'll be effective January 1 of 2027.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for the question, sir. Appreciate you.